Hi, my name is Mark Stevens. I'm the Vice President of Product Management for Media and Entertainment, and I'm joined here today with Director of Product Management Ken Pimentel and Director of Product Management Chris Viano. So it's been another interesting year in the film industry. While there's been some challenges with box office receipts and ticket sales being down a bit. Again, it's been another great year with the highest grossing films being films with lots of visual effects in them and lots of CG. So we're really excited about that because that's great news for our customers. To go along with that too, if you kind of look at what's happening out there in the industry, we're getting to a point where there's this massive explosion of mobile devices everywhere. Everything's connected, whether it's your cell phone or whether it's a tablet or even your TV today at home is connected to the internet. We're finding that there's more media, being consumed by people in all kinds of different ways. And that just makes, so many opportunities in a changing market in terms of how people view and consume this media. Advertising spend continues to shift more towards online. And then the other interesting thing is that there's more rich media used in advertising spend. So it's, now it's about video, it's about 3D, it's about 2D graphics, all being combined to create these rich experiences that can be, seen on all kinds of devices all over the place. With the new Ultimate Entertainment Creation Suite, we've invested a lot of time and energy, looking at how we can make a suite of products that give people the power and performance they need, that allow them one-click workflows to be able to get data between products, to have more simplified common UIs between products, all things that Chris and Ken will talk to you more about in the next section.
Hi, I'm Ken Pimentel, Director of Media Design for Autodesk Media and Entertainment Division. I'm focused really on the broad area, what we call media design, and taking 3ds Max and 3ds Max Design to users in those areas. A year ago, we started a new forum. It's based on a user voice technology, and it allows users to post their ideas, allows other users to vote on those ideas, and basically what we see is a prioritized list of wishes that we can listen to. And I think it's important that even the small things get addressed in a product release and not be about just big features. The second thing that we've done is really go out into the public forums. We reach out to those people. We actually talk to them, figure out what their issues are, and some of them we bring back into the beta forum. So we've done an outreach campaign where I think roughly over 50 people have joined our beta forum to help contribute to what the software becomes in any release cycle. The third thing that we've done is the survey. We did a survey of over 1,500 people. And that survey a year ago had helped identify a couple key priorities for us. One is the After Effects workflow, the other thing is the Photoshop workflow. Both of these things you'll find represented in the new release. We're taking it to the next level in 2013. You'll see portable character workflow where if you're using Max, Maya, Motion Builder, you can basically move those character rigs between the different systems. So if you're working in CAT, in 3ds Max and you're working with HIK in Maya or Motion Builder, there's now actually a way to round trip your data with minimal data loss between those different systems. Another thing that we've done to support the suites is we've introduced a way of reconfiguring the Max user interface to work with Maya. So a Maya user can now basically come into Max and find a home there and set it up just the way they would kind of expect the same things to work in Maya. So the suite now gives a user a consistent way of interacting with all the different tools based on the Maya paradigm. So I think that's a simplification of using the suite. Outside of the suite, some of the things that we've done in the release, the 2013 release specifically, is in motion graphics, we've looked at how to make people more productive. And one of the things we're introduced is something called media sync. Media sync is this idea of having interactive interop with Adobe After Effects. So if you're in 3ds Max and you're working on a project and you make a change, you can go into After Effects and kind of hit the update button, and you can see that change reflected in your After Effects project. And it works both ways. So if I'm in After Effects and I make a change, I can go into Max and hit update, and I see that change reflected in Max. So it's unique. No one else offers that kind of a bidirectional update either place workflow, and customers are responding well to it because it saves them a lot of time, and time is money. Another thing that we're doing for motion graphics artists is we've extended our Mass Effects, which is our unified dynamics solution. So mCloth is being introduced. mCloth is a new cloth system that's basically derived from our existing one, but it now works with PhysX, and therefore, if you have rigid bodies and cloth is now tearable. So you can basically have an integrated simulation where everything plays off against each other without doing special efforts to make it interact. So everything interacts now between cloth and rigid bodies. We have also introduced M-forces, and now the force systems in Max work with rigid bodies and with cloth. So it's part of moving forwards with our unified simulation agenda, and people actually, I think, find that feature a lot of fun to play with. The third thing that we did is we call it gPoly. gPoly is a accelerated modifier. It's basically it talks to the hardware in a very direct way. And for example, if you take a bent modifier and put it on Max, and then take this gPoly and put it on your stack in 3ds Max, what you'll get is roughly 10 times the performance, especially if it's a very heavy object. So it really lets you get more creative. The faster you can work, the more creative you're going to be. And so we're really trying to support that kind of experience in 3ds Max.
Hi, my name is Chris Vieno, and I'm responsible for the product management for Maya. So as Ken mentioned earlier, we have several devices where we go out using social media and the area and survey mechanisms to go out and get a broad sense of how our customers are using our products. We also have tools like CIP, the Customer Involvement Program, and CER, the Customer Error Reporting System, where we get actual feedback from the software if you choose to let us get that data back into the system. For Maya, where we have a lot of customers at the high end of film, we also have something called Customer-Directed Engineering, where we have meetings with several top customers at SIGGRAPH and in the winter around the time where the Academy Awards are given out to go over industry topics such as color management, geometry standards, so we can actually work with them together to actually make the industry better. And one of the prime examples of how that relates into the 2013 releases is the support for the Alembic cache format. The cache format, Alembic, was made by ILM and Sony together in partnership and was open source to the community. Autodesk helped by porting some of the features of Alembic from Linux to Windows. So you can see by working with our customers, we have a broad sense of making the application better, but also working with some of our key customers, we also make industry standards to make the industry better. We also have some of the interop features that come from how our applications working together. So when you work with larger facilities or even smaller and medium-sized facilities, you have a lot of products working together. And you have a lot of our products working together. And what we have done in the suites is we've actually focused on the interop between Maya and 3ds Max in this release. We focused last year on the interop between Maya and Motion Builder, Max and Motion Builder, and Maya and Mudbox. In this release, since we now have the Ultimate Suite, where you can now purchase Max, Maya, Motion Builder, Mudbox in one suite, we actually now have the ability to go from Maya to 3ds Max and back, supporting HIK to CAT workflows and vice versa. We also have a feature in Softimage built on the ICE framework called Crowd Effects. So this allows you to take all the great programmability and extensibility of ICE and apply that to crowd workflows. With FBX, you can take a Maya scene, bring it into Softimage, add a crowd, and then bring it back into Maya for your final render. For virtual production workflows, we have learned from our experience where we worked with Weta and Lightstorm on such features as Avatar, and more recently with Weta on Tintin. You can see the story on the area, where we've been working with getting data between Maya and Motion Builder. So in the 2013 releases, now we support the ability to stream data live from Motion Builder into Maya so that you can capture your data on set in the actual virtual production tool that's Motion Builder, but then you can see it on your rig in Maya on target so that you know how the animation is going to look when you pass it on to the post-production side of things. In addition to all the great workflow features that we have in the 2013 suite, all the point products also have a lot of great features in them. If you want to know more details about all of these features, you can go onto our website or the area and see videos or detailed descriptions of all these features. But I'm just going to go through a few of them today for you. One of the cool new features in Maya is N-Hair. So you know about Nucleus, we have N-Cloth and we have N-Particles, and one of the things that a lot of our users asked for was hair. So we have a great solver that's completely integrated into the Nucleus workflow, allows you to integrate hair with soft body cloth and all the particles that you know inside of Nucleus. In Mudbox, we've been focused a lot on the painting. This was in the subscription Advantage Pack, but this is now rolling fully into the 2013 release. This is the ability to paint at ridiculously large resolution on your Mudbox models. Bring that on top of having PTEX. You have a really great painting workflow that allows you to bring models from Maya, one click into Mudbox, paint them at full resolution, film resolution and above, and bring that back into Maya.